Boom!
We're live, baby. Welcome to the Lethal Collective. It's Lethal Collective money on the first Monday. Money. That's the only reason why we're doing this, guys. Welcome to Lethal Collective Money Monday. It's the first one of the year, ladies and gentlemen. We're kicking it off, getting ready for some Scream 7 here in 2 months. I'm really excited for this. I'm excited to talk with you guys about it, but as you guys know, I'm joined by the Night Watch Zone and Fate Decided. How are you fellas doing this evening?
I'm happy to be here on a Money Monday.
I didn't know I was getting paid, so I'm
actually, that's what we're happy about, Jakes.
If it don't make dollar, it don't make sense.
You guys are both getting 38 cents from this live stream. You're welcome.
Hey, 38 cents is more than I had yesterday.
It's so true.
Oh man, brutal. Well, guys, we have a very interesting week ahead of us as Scream fans. We may be getting a Scream 7 teaser. So to kind of just break into this real quick, I want to get your quick thoughts on if we think that is actually happening this week. And of course, if you're like, why are we getting a Scream 7 teaser? Why could that be? The movie Primate is dropping in theaters this Thursday for early previews, and it's being distributed by Paramount, which is also dropping Scream 7 in theaters in late February. So a lot of people are speculating we're going to get that next little teaser trailer, next little piece of something at the end of this week, baby. So, Knight, I'll start with you, my friend. Do you think we're going to get it this week at some point?
You know, if I was to bet one way or the other, I would say we will. And I definitely think that's the right choice because like we were talking about on Thursday, I mean, we are less than 2 months away, and you've got to have a certain type of momentum, you know, when the trailers come out, just like with the first trailer when it came out. You know, we talked about that for weeks, you know, and now with the movie just around the corner, and also, like you said, Primate being also with Paramount, if they don't do it, man, I'm going to call it bullshit. I mean, I'm just going to say, man, and they better have like a huge epic game plan to go on otherwise, because it's like I don't see why they wouldn't release it this week, but that's just me.
I'm with you entirely. Fate, what are your thoughts on that?
I think it'd be stupid not to. Like, you know, you have a Paramount project or about 2 months less, like, but the movie comes out literally at the tail end of February, so we're about, you know, a little shy of 2 months away. Like, if you're ever going to market this film, now's the time. I understand it's a big IP, but you're really leaning into like this movie's name just kind of weighing in. No, I'm hoping that we may get kind of pick up and build up. It's just, I really have concerns for like kind of the lackluster marketing and stuff, right? Like it's just, and most of the like even all the teasers and stuff, like the Christmas teaser, the New Year's teaser, all that stuff, none of it is Scream 7 related,
right?
It's all like all of the collaborations, everything. They're all Ghostface related stuff, but nowhere on it is it like Scream 7 in theaters February 27th. Like how many people don't like? How hard is it to just add in at the end, like, oh hey, by the way, like, you know, like,
we got a movie coming out.
By the way, we have this is for a movie, right? Like it's just, I don't know. I think it'd be a missed opportunity not to have it. Then like, when else are you going to release the trailer? Right, like, you know,
right,
just like, right. So I know there's other horror movies coming out, but it's the same studio, same everything. Release the trailer, right?
And it's been enough time. We'll definitely talk about it a little bit at some point, because I think there's a lot of reasons why right now would be perfect. But we'll get into it in a second. I do want to say hi to a bunch of the wonderful folks who are hanging out with us. We have It's My TV Grr, maybe saying hi. Hello, my friend. Welcome in.
Hey.
Paula, it's My TV is very excited. I love that. Paula Fitzhenry's also hanging out with us. Thank you for being a channel member. Hi. Hello. Horror won't be able to stay, but they're telling everybody to hit the like button. Make sure you're subscribed. Thanks for hanging out with us, Em. Greatly appreciate you. Hope you're doing well over on your channel as well. Dave Sim is here saying, hey, sorry I missed the stream, Big Daddy Jake. Yeah, that's me, baby. Dealing with a rocky breakup and other life BS. I'm so sorry, my dude. That's awful. You know, breakups suck balls, but you will make it through. And Dave, you're a beautiful person. That's what I'm going to say. That's what I'm going to say right here, right now. I swear it's not because I'm cheating on you, Jake. Well, good, because if so, Dave, you know, there's going to be some strong, nasty words here, just for the record. Erica Stabs for Likes is also with us, modding, keeping the chat safe tonight. Greatly appreciate you, Erica. So much love. Thanks for being a channel member as well. We got RJ Skarenki saying, I'm so anticipating a new trailer soon. It better come, or I'm going to kick somebody in the nuts. I'm not sure who.
Nice.
Tyler, I'm driving to Wisconsin, baby. No, I'm
Oh,
kidding.
yeah. I can put you in a mansion somewhere in Wisconsin.
Oh, man. Well, now I have all kinds of other feelings. Anyways,
Jake might not be old enough to know that reference, huh?
I'm a young buck.
Oh, man.
Ooh.
Damn it, Jake. Why do you have to be a
boy.
baby?
I'm writing a script for a new 28 Weeks Later video, and I'm like, none of my references go further back than when that film released is something I'm realizing. And I'm like, people who like grew up with this movie might not get any of the references I'm making in this video. So I'm trying to like get older references in there. That's just something I thought about today, which is funny. Ali Janssen is saying Scream 7 trailer tomorrow, baby.
Tomorrow.
Do we think it comes out before like any new releases? Like, or would they drop it online before it hits theaters? That's a big question that I've had.
Isn't Paramount only Thursdays? I know like each studio kind of has their days. Isn't Paramount just Thursdays?
It's usually Thursdays.
Yeah. That's what I thought.
Okay.
Too. That's what I thought too. So I don't think it'll be out tomorrow. I think what'll happen is we'll get the trailer in the morning, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then it'll be attached to Primate that night. So we'll get it Thursday, the 7th or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
We'll get it Thursday the 7th, like
the 8th.
or early in the
It is
morning.
the 8th,
Or is it the 8th? Yeah, Thursday the 8th. We'll get it that day, and then you'll be able to go watch Primate in theaters, and it'll be attached to it. That's my guess. Is what I would guess.
That's what would make the most sense.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I'm gonna try to see it that night if I can. Maybe after our Killzone episode night.
Right? You'll be like jetting out the door, like, "See you guys, bye."
This is like my first new movie of the. I missed that zombie movie or whatever. We Buried the Dead. Did any of you guys see that? That came out like right at the top of the year.
I haven't seen it, but I've heard a little bit about it. Isn't oh gosh, what's her name in it?
I think it's Daisy Edgar Jones is in it, right? Am I wrong about that? I don't know. I might be totally wrong.
Oh, I thought it was, I was gonna say Daisy Ridley.
Maybe it's her. I don't know.
I don't know, but I heard about it.
I was thinking when you said that, I was thinking of the Bill Murray one. What is it? The Dead Don't Die or whatever. You guys see that one? I was thinking of that one with Bill Murray and Adam Driver. That movie's great. Like it's great.
Like,
okay, so update. It is Daisy Ridley. I'm an idiot. I'm sorry. I needed to know that.
Again? You're like
Daisy Edgar Jones. She's from Fresh. She's from Twisters.
Oh, okay, bro. I don't know why, but as soon as you just went beyond Ridley, I was just lost. I was just like, what?
Daisy who? Huh? What? She's the killer in Scream 7, guys. Don't you know this?
Man. Wow, there it is.
There it is, baby. Kelly Stroh-Snyder's also with us saying happy Monday to the collective and chat. Thanks for being with us, Kelly. So much love. Thanks for being a channel member. Sarah Campbell's also here, one of our beloved friends. What's up, Sarah? Welcome in. Thanks for being a member. Samantha Robinson saying hey, ayo.
Hey.
Critical Overlord is also here. What's up, dude?
Hey.
Welcome in. Cocktail Mixer. You making some cocktails for us? That'd be awesome. Let's pass them around, baby. Let's make this Tom Cruise. It's secretly him. I love it. Some great stuff. There are 17 ninjas in the chat, guys, so be careful. Just don't go in there.
Those are our bodyguards.
Since we're talking about the trailer and Primate, do we think Primate's going to be any good?
Yes, I think it's going to be a secret banger.
Cujo meets monkey. Is that what this is?
Meets monkey.
This is the Cujo monkey.
I was almost feeling like, honestly, I think how this movie started was somebody watched the movie Nope, and they were like, the opening scene of that was fantastic. Let's make that a whole movie.
Yep. Yeah, because that opening scene, man, was tight. I'm serious, man. Gordy. Woo,
dude, it's scary shit because it's almost a little silly, right? It's almost got a little bit of a silliness to it, but I think it's terrifying when you get that one I think that's the opening shot, right? It's just that one scene of the monkey and he's covered in blood just walking around like he doesn't know what happened kind of thing. It's like, what even went on? I don't even know. It's crazy. Love it.
Snap. Well, there's that like that famous 911 call about the lady that owned the monkey that like ripped her roommate's face off or whatever.
Yeah, the face off. Yeah.
Yeah, like so
They're scary, man.
Knight said that, he was just like, oh yeah.
Well, that's because
he said
that's
that
because-
so like he's just like, oh yeah, like the face.
That's
off.
because I'm smart enough to not have a monkey for a pet.
Yes,
I like my
too.
face right where it is. You know.
That's right. Keep
I
it
too
right here.
find it juvenile and pedantic.
I was so scared for a second, Tyler. You're just laughing at someone getting their face ripped off, and I'm just like, what?
It was
I'm
the
like,
way
what?
Knight said it, just nonchalant. He's just over here, just like, he's just like, yes,
yes.
okay, like,
Yes.
I'm a man of taste. I know all about people.
He's like, I hate when that happens. Like, what? How often does that happen? Like,
Quite a few times.
How do we get on a primate rant here?
not a primate rant.
The whole stream is
Getting
about
their face
primate now,
ripped off.
guys.
Yeah. When are we getting the next primate trailer, guys? That's all I care about. on
Probably
this
within the
stream.
next 2 hours.
Probably that's not even a big question, is it? There's no
Right.
tension, no excitement there. Speaking of our Scream trailer, though, Eric from the Bearded Entertainment, what is up, my friend? Thank you for hanging out with us. Thanks for being a member. Sorry about all the frantic phone calls today saying, Jake, put out the trailer. We know you have it. Oh,
Yeah.
I got it kept away, and I'm not releasing it until Thursday, so that we can just wait and have this stream. So get wrecked,
it out.
Eric. Yes.
Correct.
Oh, so Paramount Spain has a privated video on their Scream 7 playlist.
Get the out of here.
They do. Yeah. So somebody posted it on X or whatever, and I saw it, and I was like, do they really? So I actually did a video about it. I like went and checked, and I was like, oh no shit, it really is. Like there's, so if you go to Paramount, was it Paramount Spain? I think it's the Spain one, and you go to the Scream Scream 7 playlist. It says two videos, and one of them you can't view right, and one of them's privated. And the other one is the trailer. So I'm just saying.
Wow.
What is it? So we already know that we are getting a teaser at some point, and I believe it's like is it a minute 32 or something like that? It's like 90-ish seconds. Because something I talked about in a video recently was I feel like it's just going to be a teaser, mostly going to be like just footage we've already seen. Do you think we're going to get anything new in this trailer? Like any new shots of different characters, some new shots of Ghostface? Knight, I'll throw this one to you. What are your thoughts on that?
Bro, we've got to get a couple of new shots. I mean, or else to me it's so unworthy to even do. I mean, I don't want them to give away anything big a la Scream 5, but I would think that we get a shot of a few of the other cast members that we haven't seen yet, and probably at least one, if not two shots of Ghostface doing something. To me, that's what I would think it would boil down to. But you're right. A lot of it is going to be a retread, maybe a different angle of a couple of different things or whatever. But that's the way I think they should do it, is give us, a couple more of the characters and like another action shot or two, with Ghostface.
And Tyler, your thought, what do you think we're going to get new in this trailer?
Hopefully it's not the killers, right? Like
we don't see their hair right at the bottom of the frame.
Yeah.
Scream loves to just ruin everything.
They do.
Like, keep it simple, right? You don't need to reinvent the wheel. Like, just give us a little trailer with introduction to the characters. We only saw like a handful of characters in that, and it was the ones we expected. Like, can we get a little bit? Give us the first little teaser of Stu, because you were gonna do that originally anyway. So give us a little teaser of Stu. Set it up to where you don't know, is he alive? Is he deep fake? What is it? Right? Like, because if you have it to where it's like him on his phone, like, or you see it on the phone, then like it's kind of like, it's probably gonna be deep fake. I would do something where it's like kind of like what they did with Chrome Face, Ghostface in Scream 5.
Yeah.
Where like it was like you actually got the scene, so it was like, oh shit, we're gonna get we're about to get a Chrome Face, Ghostface, right? Like do something like that with like the Stu deep fake thing, where it's like, is he really alive? Is he not? Like have that kind of curiosity, and then just have like you're just like introductions, like just do like quick little, here's all the characters, quick little rundown, have a couple slashes, and then be done. You know, maybe show like a chase or something that's like, oh, did that character just die or not? But like, don't give anything away. Don't like leave it to the imagination rather than like, oh, here's the Cliff Note version of the movie, everybody. Like,
I would also like to get at least, you know, some new line from Roger, you know, something that's, I'm hoping that in the film, you know, they let him cook, you know what I mean? Because
yes, 100%.
Roger is no joke, man. And I thought he had some great moments in 6 and 5, to be honest. But it would be nice to see more.
5, I thought they really did a nice job of giving him range. Like some of those things, like Judy, like some of some things, like I thought,
Judy, I love that. Like
I thought he had like some really like some nice little hits. You know what I mean? Like where I was like, I was like, that was dope. Like Scream 5, I thought they did a good job of kind of like, you know, letting them cook. You know.
Yeah, like I'll tell you what, man, when he was going off about Judy, I was like, that's got to become something. I love that. It was just so twisted and so awesome at the same time. But I hope in the trailer, you know, we can get at least another little sequence of his dialogue, and it's something that's cool, you know what I mean? I mean, he's cool regardless, but you know what I'm saying? Like he says something that's like either badass or whatever, and I hope that's in the trailer. Like I don't even need to see a lot of visuals. Like I think Jake's 100% correct. We're going to see a retread of the first trailer to a degree. I'd be just as happy with a blank screen and some, you know, Ghostface voiceover and then a couple of new shots, and then boom, we're done. But I know it won't be like that.
I really, really wanted. I hope it's only little flashes, and it doesn't like little flashes of new stuff, like a quick shot of Anna Camp, a quick shot of Sam Reckner, and then just give us more of what we've already seen. Because Knight, I think you made a really good point to say that I don't want it to just be footage we've already seen, but at the same time, I don't want it to give too much away to where it's like, oh well, now I know how that's going down. Because I think. I think a lot of us can, I think us three at least can agree that we pretty much know the fates of some of the characters based on that first trailer. You know, I don't know how we all feel about that. I'm not speaking for all of us, but I'm just saying, I think there's one character especially where I'm just like, I know exactly what they're doing with him.
Yeah, that poor guy. If he's not toast, I'm leaving the theater. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like, dude, if he's wheeled away on a gurney or something, I'm going to be like, come on. Now that's crazy. Speaking of trailers giving away the whole movie here, Eric his theory on Primate is that it has potential, but I feel like the trailer was really the whole movie just laid out. Tyler, I'll start with you on this one. Do you concur with this? Do you think Primate has given everything away with its marketing?
I think they've given enough. I do kind of feel like watching that trailer, I was like, so basically they just gave us the whole meat and potatoes of the whole movie, right? Like essentially it's the gist. But you know, I mean, a movie like that, if we're being honest, a movie like that, you're not going for the poetic, you know, type of storyline, right? Like you're not expected. Like this isn't a movie that's gonna be winning Oscars and stuff. This is a movie that you're going there, you're turning your brain off, and you're watching monkeys eat people's faces. Like that's what this is about, right? Like you know, like it's fine. There's some movies that like, you know, like what's the damn it, the trailer that the will they kill you or they will kill you or whatever.
They will kill
that.
you.
Like a movie like that. Like, you know what, that trailer showed the entire film. You saw the entire movie in that trailer. But guess what? It's one of those movies you just turn your brain off and you just enjoy it. You just take it with what it made. Like that's how I feel about this Primate movie, right? Like this is one of those movies. Like there's movies that like Scream 7. I need a good story. I need good character development. I need an actual movie. I need a beginning, a middle, and the end. I need some crazies. Something like Primate. Give me a monkey just fucking shit up. Like that's all I want, right? Like I'm not going there to go watch like, you know, some Shakespeare.
They're not quoting Shakespeare. Yeah.
It's not an artsy film. I'm not going there going.
I hope it sweeps the Oscars, dude.
It's got to. With that tagline on the poster, a monkey fucking shit up.
Yeah, monkey fucking shit up. Monkey's just over there just like.
It's gonna make the Academy weep.
Hey, look, they're gonna give it a standing O.
Dude, nothing would make me happier than some crazy bullshit. Like chaos makes me happy. I don't know about you guys, but shit like that, I'd be like jumping up and down, shitting my pants, and it would be a mess.
That would be a mess.
You're welcome for that visual, by the way, to all 77 people who are watching. 6 people left when I said that, by the way. And Night.
Jeez.
Love that. Knight, your thoughts on the Primate trailer, though? Are you excited for this one? Does it have some secret twists and turns that maybe we don't know about?
Yeah, I mean, if there's any type of twist or turn, it's going to be minimal. Maybe one thing. I mean, you know, at least most decent movies will have something that they'll try to make you think one way and it goes the other. Usually doesn't really fool most of us anyways, but they might have one thing. But yeah, I think the trailer is pretty much like Eric was saying, you know, you just kind of saw what you needed to see. And again, it's about a monkey. You know, we've seen we've seen these movies before, so I'm pretty sure we know what to expect. But I do think it has potential. I truly do.
I am excited for it. I'm not, you know, definitely not top 10 of the year or anything like that. Definitely not sweeping the Academy, but I am.
Right.
I'm very
What if
excited
it's
for it
great?
nonetheless.
What if it's
Dude,
like fucking awesome, like Alligator?
I genuinely believe it's going. Well, I feel like it has potential to be like that secret little kind of this is a
like
little bit of a
the
hit
gem.
creature feature. Like I think like maybe Cocaine Bear is a good example to kind of compare it to. That was nobody's like favorite movie of the year, but it was like that was better than I expected it to be. You know, like. Good. I don't think it's going to be better than that. I think it's going to be like about that level. It's like cool, nice, and then we'll move on from it.
all I know is
I'm
that
hoping
if
it's
they
good.
don't if they don't have the monkeys like, hey little monkeys, like if they don't have that song in that movie, I don't want it.
I'm not even kidding. I would bet $50 it's in the movie without knowing anything about it.
If it's not, I don't want it. I don't want to see it.
It's a missed opportunity.
A monkey related tune, I would say is absolutely in it.
You gotta have something. You gotta have something with, you know, some type of monkeys, right? Like
something.
It'd be awesome.
I love it. Okay, Eric, thank you for the 5. I do kind of agree. I hope we haven't seen the whole movie yet, but we'll see. Erica Stabs for likes is throwing 2 out there. Thank you, Erica, saying make sure y'all follow all of the fucking collective, baby. Every single one of us.
There it is.
Still upsets me that you guys leaked it.
Bro, hey, look.
We didn't leak
After
it.
all this time, we were standing on the same business we've been standing on forever. It's like it's right there in front of you, and you know, the lady.
It's funny how it just keeps happening when I'm not around. Tyler's not around. All of a sudden, everyone figures out it's the fucking collective.
He's like,
I'm not around. Night thinks like, oh, I have the green light to say that Halloween Kills is Tyler's favorite movie. God, the betrayal.
It's all connected, man. The mods had this thread. They had a whiteboard, and everything was connected. It was crazy.
Always funny. Always sunny meme. Where
they had like the red string, and they were connecting parts to I
really do this.
it was so funny when it happened because I think you and I were like mid conversation, just like, oh, they're never gonna figure it out. And then I look at the chat, and I think Val had it right then and there, and I was like, well, shit.
I know that's exactly how he said it. It was almost like we were like so defeated because he's like, dude, they got it. What? What are you talking about, bro?
It was a pretty fun moment, though. Tyler, I'm bummed you weren't there, truthfully. I wish you would have been part of that.
I'm bummed they found out, period.
You guys were supposed to hold the secret.
That shit wouldn't have happened if I was there.
You would have cut that shit out before it even got there.
The stream would have ended all abruptly.
Like, that's it. Wrap this up. Like,
we got to cover this up, baby.
we still got to do merch or something.
They would have put it in the thread, and Tyler would be like, "I see nothing. Mods,
delete that shit."
He starts messaging them on Instagram. Erase it.
Oh my god!
I have a very particular set of skills. I don't know.
What would they call it? Like fucking gate? Is that what they call it? Like or lethal collective gate? I don't know. It would be some kind of gate. Yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking gate.
Now we got to go.
Fucking gate sounds wrong. Yeah, we're going on trial for it. Oh my god. Kelly Stroh Snyder has been a member for 4 months. Thank you for the support, Kelly. You are too kind. I think we're getting flashbacks that Roman was in the OG as the Ghostface outside of Tatum's, and in the store freezer door, he was like kind of the Ghostface who's hanging out in the background of shots in the original, and he helped Stu escape. Knight, I'll throw this to you first. Do you think we're going to get flashbacks in this new movie? Was Roman connected the whole time?
Listen, obviously they've said Scott's going to be in the movie. To me, especially because they picked Roman, out of the past killers, I think that it's tied to the beginning. And to me, it makes sense to do a flashback. Doing something, just the voice, I don't think, not that I have anything against Roman or Scott, but I just don't think that as a Ghostface, he projects that type of charisma the same way like a Stu or even a Billy or a Mickey. So to me, it's got to be a flashback. It's got to be something that we thought we knew or maybe we didn't know, and it twists it. That would make sense to me. That'd be a great reason to bring him back. That would be a great added thing to the mythology, and that would circle back right to Sydney in this film. Now, that all sounds way too clean and cookie cutter, but that's kind of how my mind is working. It's like, why would you even bring him back if you're not going to do something that enhances him? That's the way I look at it. Like, enhance the memory of Roman, as far as in the franchise.
Man, I agree, but I don't know if it's going to be that complex, which bums me out.
Yeah.
And we'll talk about it in a sec. But Tyler, I'm curious. Do we actually think we're doing flashbacks with Roman and Stu? Could we be doing something to build on top of these characters?
If I'm being honest, no. I think Roman is in the film to be Sydney's brother and taunt her at some point. This is a very family-oriented film, right? You have Tatum and Mark and all that stuff. I think they're going to use Roman as like that deep fake. And the reason I don't think that there's a flashback is because of what Skeet Ulrich said. He said he's not in the movie. So if Skeet Ulrich is not in the movie and Billy's not in the movie, how do you have a flashback of Roman? Because Roman didn't recruit Stu, Billy did, right? Like Roman convinced Billy to pick up the Ghostface mantle and told Billy, you need to get a patsy. You need to get a fall guy. Right? I mean, he said in his dialogue, right? Oh, he didn't like didn't like seeing his daddy in my movies very much, right? So that's all it really took was to push him off the edge, tell him to go, get a fall guy in case shit hits the fan, right? Like that whole dialogue speech told you like he didn't even know Stu, right? Like now, could you maybe do something where like he secretly like went behind, but like how much communication were Billy and Roman involved? And you would think if you were going to do that, you'd have Billy in the movie, right? Like if you're going to do a flashback, you'd have that gap. I don't know. I mean, granted, Skeet Ulrich could be lying, but I don't think he is. I think he really is it in this movie.
I'll throw something else out there too. And Knight, Kelly, everyone who's theorizing this, I want it to be true so bad deep down in my heart. I want it to be flashbacks more than anything. I really think that's the only reason we should be bringing back these characters, not just for using their voices, but I sadly think that's all we're getting. Scott Foley had an interview where he specifically said that he never even got a script. He was just told to do stuff, and he did it. How can you do intricate deep diving into characters with flashbacks and an entire sequence without reading a script? You know what I mean?
That's a good point.
I want it actually frustrates me a little bit because if they're just coming back to do little AI voices and they announce Roman Bridgers, Scott Foley's back as Roman Bridgers, Stu Macher's back as Matthew Lillard, and then we don't get that, I'm gonna poop on somebody. I'm gonna poop on somebody's chest.
Honestly,
it's gonna happen.
Honestly, given Scream 5 and 6, do we trust Guy to write a good enough flashback that doesn't ruin shit from the past? Like I don't think he does. You really do? You think he could do
I do.
Really?
You trust him enough because of Kevin.
well, yes, that is one part of it for sure. Guy Busick, you can crap on any aspect of his writing. The one thing I love about him is the way that he writes characters. Anything else, crap on it all you want, but his characters and like Abigail, Ready or Not, and a little touch in Scream 6, I love. But outside of that, you got me.
but writing the character, like he's not creating characters. He's not writing a story about characters. He's retconning or adding to something from the past that aren't his characters, right? Like I wouldn't trust it. I don't even think I'd want them to. I don't even think I'd want them to touch a flashback. Like I said, I mean, all these guys could be lying. Like is Scott Foley going to come out and be like, yeah, man, script was great. Did a flashback, like probably not. Probably gonna low key. Same thing with Skeet.
You would think that they would kind of pull a Marvel situation and just always be like, yeah, no, I have no idea. I don't even know what Scream is. You know what I'm saying? Like, you would think that would be like a mandate for these films because of the fact that the mystery and story is so important to it, whereas other horror franchises maybe not so much, depending, or slashers specifically I should say. But Scream, this is a hallmark of these films, the intricate relationships and the mystery and the reveal and who's Ghostface and who gets killed and so forth and so forth. And I'm not saying that they do have that mandate for this one, like Scott could be telling 100% the truth, but it's kind of messed up if that's the case. Like, I want you to lie to me.
Yeah.
Lie
right to my face until we see the movie. I don't want to know anything.
Pull an Andrew Garfield. Let's do it.
I almost like the idea of them like just pitching a completely different. This would be insanely intricate, and I don't know if it would ever happen. But it would be so funny if we like fed everybody a different story, like opposed to what we got, and then they accidentally leak shit, and they're like, "Oh, didn't mean to say that. Whoops!" And then we're all making videos about it, and then it's nothing. That would be hilarious.
That would be meta. That would be meta, wouldn't it?
Right?
I am almost positive studios leak shit on purpose, like fake stuff. Like,
yeah,
I mean, there's insiders that like get the inside information from people that work there. There's also insiders that spread fake shit. What big movie? There was a big movie where the studio admitted it. I'm trying to remember what movie that was. Was it? It might have been one of the Avenger movies, where like they literally paid. They were paying content creators to just make shit up. Like,
it could have been Infinity War, or
maybe it was Infinity War. I know it was like one of those. I know it was like one of those like big movies where like the studio's like, we just made all that shit up. But I mean, you also have actors like Tom Holland and Mark Ruffalo. Right?
They'll keep us in. They'll keep us in the know.
They'll make sure.
God forbid Noah Schnapp ever joins a Scream movie, right?
Right.
Like,
dude, one of my
leak online.
One of my favorite little details was that they didn't tell Tom Holland that he was at Tony Stark's funeral. That they told him he was at a wedding.
Yeah.
And every time I see that scene now, you can tell that he doesn't realize it's like he's so like wholeheartedly has no idea because he's just standing there like. Just like almost like he's waiting for something, like he's waiting for the bride and groom to come down the aisle.
You know what I love is if you watch a couple of videos of his interviews where he's sitting with either Benedict Cumberbatch or Anthony Mackie, and when he's let stuff go, and the look on their face is like that 40-year-old dad that's so disappointed in his son. They're like, Jesus, it's hilarious.
My favorite one is with Don Cheadle and Mark Ruffalo when he's like, everybody's gonna die, and he's like, dude, like, and he's like, what? Am I not supposed to say that? Like,
I love that one.
His reaction, Don Cheadle's just like, what the? What are you doing, dude? Like, it was just such a genuine reaction too. He's like, just wait, everybody's gonna die, and they're like, what? He's like, dude,
why would you say that?
It's like that buddy that's always dry snitching. You're like, dude, shut up. Like, he doesn't mean harm by it, but he's just like, don't do anything in front of him because he's gonna.
I gotta look that up after we get done with this. I'm gonna look those up because those were hilarious.
Those are so funny. Like, those reactions are the best. It's like, oh yeah, damn.
I will also say, Kelly, thank you so much for being a member for 4 months. I hope you're right. I don't know if we're getting flashbacks though, which bums me out, man. I want flashbacks more than anything. Paul, Mr. Mastermind Killer's throwing 2 out there saying, what are your Ghostface predictions from the New Year list? Oh, baby, this is exciting. So we have a huge cast for Scream 7. It could be anyone underneath the mask. Tyler, I'll throw it to you first. Ghostface predictions.
Every time we get a teaser, they essentially tease Stu or Leslie. I even talked about this, like the New Year's resolution thing. Like, it's either Stu or Leslie, right? Could it be like Angelina still alive or something like that? Possibly. I think, obviously execution is going to be everything. I think it's going to be Anna Camp is going to be Leslie Mocker, which I think is kind of dumb, but I think Anna Camp's going to be Leslie Mocker, and who's the actor that's playing her son?
Is it Asa Gurman?
Is it?
No, it's not Issa. It's not. I don't think Issa German is the. That's the one from The Boys. No, I think it's the other guy.
Sam Reckner then.
Yeah, there
maybe.
you go. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I think it's Sam Reckner is supposed to be because I think Issa he's playing the boyfriend, right? He's playing Tatum's boyfriend. I thought.
I'm gonna be real.
maybe
I've read so many different leaks about different characters having different relations. I don't even know what's what. I like everyone's saying, "Oh, this character's playing this character." I don't know. I'm just like, it's Anna Camp. It's this person. It's until we get names.
I think it's gonna be Anna Camp and her son, whoever her son. I think that's the route they're gonna go. I mean, just looking at Scream 5 and 6, like I'm pretty confident that they're just gonna keep it simplistic. I think it's gonna be Leslie Mocker. She wants to burn it all down because she lost her brother, she lost her son. I think they're just gonna go that route. I think they'll keep it that approach first. I guess.
The only thing I have to say is, of course, the obligatory Mickey line: Stu's sister.
Stu's sister.
And you got to do the neck movement.
Oh,
too.
you're right. You're right. Stu's sister. There we go. Okay, we got it. Night. Oh, sorry. No, Tyler, what's up?
No, I was just going to add one more thing. I still think if they're going to go the Leslie route, have it be a character that we have no idea who it is. Let it be so. Could it Jamie Lee Curtis? Let it be Jamie Lee Curtis.
Let it be Jamie Lee Curtis. That would.
You
be
mean
awesome.
secondary?
No, I'm so like. Well, ideally, what I want if they're going to go the Leslie, I don't want it to be Anna Camp. Because
got you.
One, I think it's going to be too predictable. Two, it's the Leslie, it's the Mrs. Loomis thing. You're going to spend the whole movie building up a character that doesn't exist. For what? Just to at the end go, haha, it's really Leslie Mocker. Like, why? Well, to me, just have that character show up at the end. You're going to do the 10-minute dialogue anyway, explaining the plot and the plan and everything like that. Have it be one of the characters in the friend group so we get familiar with the Ghostface, and then at the end it's like, Ghostface takes the mask off and Sydney's like, Leslie, right? And like we all know immediately that it's Leslie. We haven't seen her the entire film. We don't do that, so everyone thinks it's Anna Camp. Anna Camp's gonna be Leslie. Oh, it has to be Leslie. It's either Stu or Leslie, so Anna Camp is Leslie. And then at the end it's an actor, or it's an actress that we haven't seen the whole movie. And you might think like, oh, why wouldn't you want to build it up? You're not going to build that character up regardless, right? Like you're let's say it's Anna Camp. You're not building Anna Camp up as Leslie Mocker. You're building up Anna Camp as, Stacy or whatever. So Stacy's going to be built up the whole time. And then you're going to get to the end of the movie and it's like, haha, it's really me. And I'm really Leslie. And then you're going to have to explain the whole thing anyway. So just keep it a mystery. Just have the character show up at the end because you're gonna have to explain it regardless. Do we really need to be introduced to Leslie? We already know. If you've seen any of the other movies, you already know Leslie Mocker exists. You already know the tie-in. Like, just you're gonna do the 10-minute dialogue explanation anyway. Just let it do that, right? Like, that's just kind of what I'd rather see. I'd rather them just, hey, here's the secret cameo or whatever. Here's the secret cameo character, and that's who Leslie Mocker is. And it's like, oh shit, like, I just think that that's the better approach. Like, it's the only way you're gonna keep it mystery. Because otherwise, if it's Leslie Mocker, it's like there's only one lady that we know of that could fit that role right now. Like, unless it's been Gail all along. Like,
jeez, come on. Can I ask you guys something? Okay, so if it is that, not to go on a tangent, but okay, so if it is that you've got Anna as Leslie or what have you, coming back, blah blah blah. You killed my brother. You killed my son. Do you guys, I mean, I know it's all about execution, but is that enough for you guys? Like, as we're saying it, like as Tyler's talking about it, I'm just, that's going on in my mind is just the word bullshit. You know what I mean? It's like, this sucks.
That's my problem regardless, is no matter, because like you're doing another Sydney-led film. You're having Tatum transition to the face of the franchise. You're just recycling it all over again. Anything you do is going to be bullshit. Right? Like if they didn't want to do bullshit, then you should have just done an entirely like, hey, we lost Jenna and Melissa. Let's just start over. Start fresh. New characters. We have no idea who the main character is. Like, here's 15 new characters. You have no idea who the new Sydney is. You have no idea who Ghostface is. It's completely fresh. Give us a new story, new everything, and let us go on the journey of figuring out who these characters are. I think that would have been like, I think Scream played too safe. Like I think what happened was Melissa departed and they were like, oh shit, what do we do now? And they were like, okay, the safest route is bring back Sydney, which, okay, fine. But again, how are you going to do anything that's not shit by bringing Sydney? And I love Sydney again, but this is the problem. It's like how many brothers, cousins, nephews, uncles? You're clearly bringing somebody back from the past. The trailers said that. The every teaser you released has said that. Right, they're burning it all down.
Let me throw this at you, and I agree with you. This is like we're in a corner. We're in a deep hole here. But you're gonna love this. But if Stu really came back,
oh, here we go, baby.
And Matthew was able to nail this portrayal of him now, or whatever, and it's kind of this whole thing, Stu against Sydney leading into 8. Don't you think that would be better than the cookie cutter version we were just talking about? At least we'd get a past character which has never been done. And I know it's a if, but I believe that Matthew could do a good portrayal of Stu now. I really do. I mean, he's as talented as David Arquette is, in my opinion. And David did a great new version of Dewey. So to me, it's like that's the only way. Well, I don't want to say the only way, but one of the only ways that comes to my mind right now, based upon who we know is going to be in the film and the possibilities. It's like one of the only ways to make it pop, because if it's just Leslie coming back.
But that's my problem, right? So again, to me, that's too safe, right? You're going the safe
having
route.
Stu come back.
Yeah, you're going the safe route. You're going the predictable route, but not just that. How do you top that, right? So you're gonna have Stu come back and Scream 8. Then what? Like now, there goes all the Stu fandom. There goes all.
What if this is the end of Sydney's story? What if this leads to the end of Sydney's story and then we move on, whether it's Tatum or like you said, which I agree, it'd be great to just have a brand new cast of characters. We could be in a whole nother damn city and a whole nother approach to the film, to a slasher in the Scream franchise. But what if 7 and 8, is wrapping up Sydney's story?
But
and this is the way they do it.
Even then, okay, so like you have in the full, like I'd rather the full circle moment be a direct tie-in that ties everything together rather than a character we haven't heard about in 30 years. Like my problem is like it'd be one thing if we knew like Stu survived, like even in Scream 3, like we knew Stu survived or something like that. It's like you have so much you need to explain, so much you need to dive into. Like anything that you do is going to be, bullshit essentially, right? Like we were talking about, like do the Stu route. Like there's no denying that would be the bullshit route, right? Like even if it's great, I'm not saying it won't be great. Look, bullshit can be great too. Like, but again, it's just they're like anything that they do, I feel like is going to be a cop out, right? So, which is why I kind of lean towards them going the Stu route, because it's like, fuck it, you're already in the trenches.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
Already in it, but that doesn't mean that's not the lazy, approach. Go ahead.
I'll throw this out about the Stu thing. Honestly, my big problem with it is I can look past the logic of it just because like it's Scream. Not everything is since the beginning, not everything has been perfectly logical, and that's fine. My problem with it is like, are we going to be looking at different characters and being like, oh, maybe it could be them, maybe it could be this person, but then like all of that is like rendered, washed off to the side, completely pointless. We're setting all of this up just so we can bring a character back who can't be part of the murder mystery beforehand in the third act. You know what I mean? I think that's my problem with it, is like, we're not going to be like looking around and trying to pick out clues like, oh, maybe that could mean something. You know what I mean? We're being deprived of that viewer experience if it's a returning character in general. I feel like Knight, you're right that they've never done it before, but I feel like it just deprives you of the tried and true Scream formula. Like I think there's just some things we have to keep consistent across each entries. I think we do have to find ways to make it new and different. I would hate to, I would hate to like not have anybody like be like, oh my God, it was them the whole time. Like, I think that's part of the fun of these movies, is being like, I think it's that person. And then we get to the third act and you're dead wrong. It was like this other person you might not have thought of. But I feel like we just get sucker punched by, it was a returning character that we haven't seen on screen the whole movie. Bam. Like, I don't know if that's, you know what I mean? I don't know if that's a twist rather than just a shock.
I totally agree with that. But I also think that if, and again, I think we all agree Leslie's going to be in this thing. And I think that's where you can kind of play around with things a little bit, where, Stu isn't necessarily a Ghostface killer that is killing people in this film. He could be in the background or whatever, setting up more for 8. You know what I mean? And listen, and like you guys, I love Sydney as much as anyone, but at some point we just can't keep doing it. Mm-hmm. We just can't. Like, it's just not gonna be able to be sustainable. So, and I'm not saying this is the case, but I would be thinking they're winding this thing down on her story. Like, and I think like the corner that we're pushed into, like, this is like one of the only ways that makes it any type of big bang epic, is like he's back and like it's you and him. We got 7, we got 8, and then boom, you're passing it off to new characters or to Tatum or whatever.
Well, and interestingly enough, just throw something on top of that. There's been some rumors circulating that they want to make this a new Sydney trilogy. I don't think that's true personally. There's actually a line from Mr. Kevin Williamson in that new book, What's Your Favorite Scary Movie? It's like covering all 7 of the Scream movies, like behind the scenes stories, whatnot. I guess there's an interview with him in there where he talks about how 7 is just like this he just wants this to be this standalone thing, like this pocket little Sydney story. Who knows what happens after that? And I don't have the quote directly on me. But it's funny, Eric, who was hanging out with us earlier, actually called me earlier in the week and said that he had just read through the book, and said that he had picked up on that interview and like wasn't sure if I was aware of it. So he was like, dude, if you haven't heard this yet, I'm gonna actually sit down and read the book, because there's a few things he threw at me that I was like, wow, like did not know that was in there. I thought I covered all the fun stuff already, but man, there's some exciting stuff in that book. I think this is gonna be a one-off. I don't think we're getting more Sydney stories after this, genuinely.
The problem is you already greenlit Scream 8, which tells me at least it might not be maybe it's not a direct City story, but they greenlit Scream 8 immediately. You don't do that unless you have a plan for 2 movies, right? Like I'm not going to release a second movie when I don't even have an idea and direction on which way I want to go, right? Like, now that doesn't mean like I could see them. I think this goes, and again, I could be completely wrong. I think this goes, and I've said it from the beginning, like when they announced Scream 5, I think this goes like the Halloween trilogy. I think you're going to get the Sydney film with Tatum as the introduction, and as the movies progress, you're going to slowly start to see the shift to, by the last film, it's going to be it's essentially a Tatum. And each movie, Sydney's going to fall back more and more into the starlight. Now you're getting all the rumors and stuff from all the insiders and stuff that are like, oh, hey, Tatum's going to be in the forefront. I think it's going to be a Sydney trilogy that they kind of set up, but I think it'll eventually tie in more to Tatum. Go ahead.
I just think, like, I agree, because I think we need to set up a new character that we love just as much as the legacy people, because what this franchise isn't doing is looking ahead. You know what I mean? We keep playing the hits. We keep bringing back Gale Weathers or Dewey and Sydney, but we're not actually like setting up like things for the future. I mean, we just wiped the slate clean essentially with what happened between 6 and 7 now. Our legacy characters are Chad and Mindy, and many of us are speculating that one of them is going to die in this film. I mean, we even see Mindy fighting Ghostface at one point. Who knows? That might be a big death. And if we're doing that, we're killing off essentially the future of the franchise. Sadly, a sad reality I think a lot of Scream fans don't realize is that this franchise will go beyond Neve Campbell. It will go beyond Courtney Cox. It outlived Wes Craven already. You know what I mean? Right. Who's to say it's not going to outlive any of its main stars? It probably will, just because this is a very, very popular IP. It's shot into some of the. I mean, the original Scream is one of the biggest horror movies ever made. It's going to keep going for a very long time, I think, if it has little pauses and breaks or whatnot. But we have to move past Sidney Prescott, and we have to set up new characters that we love just as much as them. So if you want to dedicate a trilogy to building up Tatum, Sydney's daughter, I just any new character, I'm here for it if they can do it.
My thing is,
I
like,
agree.
you could do this franchise forever, but we just keep defaulting to the same shit, right? Like, we just keep seeing the same thing over and over and over again, rather than like, like, there's so many new directions that they can go. There's so much uncharted territory in the Scream franchise. I would rather Scream blatantly rip off another slasher franchise, because at least it's new and different to Scream, right? Like, but we just keep wanting to default, and it's even like we were talking about with the stew thing in a minute. It's like, again, to me, it's just another, like, you just keep just digging up old dirt rather than like laying a new foundation, and then
Well, you know,
eventually
No, go ahead.
sinks. When it eventually sinks, now you're like, why is this not doing well? And it's like, because you didn't lay the foundation, right? So now you're going to get a two-driven movie, and there's only two, like Jake was saying, like, how do you build the new characters, new story? I think either two ways. I think either A, you have it be Leslie Mocker, and you fool everyone into believing that Stu's alive, but he's really not, and in the end, it's actually Leslie. Or B, you just go straight to the point. You make it blatantly obvious that Stu is alive. You tell the whole story about where Stu's been. You basically spin this film building up Stu. We all know Stu's alive, but now it's like, okay, does Stu have any accomplices or not? And then we start racking our brain on who is working for him, rather than that. Like, those are the only two ways I see a Stu motive working. You either go the Leslie route, and then it's really Leslie and not Stu, but we thought it was Stu, or you go the like, hey, no, it is Stu. Stu's alive. Here's all the information. Here's all the details. We're gonna build that up over this film. You won't really get him until Scream 8, but we're gonna build it up over this film, and then this movie, you're just trying to see like who's the accomplice. That's the only way I see that going. Sorry, Knight, go ahead.
No. I was saying I agree with that. I think it's got to be about, you know, who he's working with, because it's there's a lot to do, and I think it's either that or they're just gonna. I don't know. I'm not saying they're gonna disappoint a lot of fans, but I'd be a little disappointed, because it's like we're in this hole with Sydney, and we got to get out. And to your point, and I know we all know this, but Scream, the mythology for Scream has a very wide lane. You could be anywhere. Ghostface could be anybody for any reason. He could kill you in almost any type of way. Like, they could, you know, like we saw in the bodega with the shotgun. You know, there's a lot of ways that Ghostface could do things. But yet, I think the reason why the lane's been so narrow is because Scream, as a horror franchise, at least a major horror franchise, the one thing that it does that the other major horror franchises don't do is that it's based on the characters and not the killer, more so. Like, yes, Ghostface is the face, pun intended, but those characters, the OG3 and now the core 4, those are the characters that people really latched onto. You know, Sidney Prescott as the final girl was so important, and you know, gave so much inspiration to so many others, and yada yada yada. And so they kept holding on to that. You know, its greatest strength became probably its greatest weakness, and now we're here at Scream 7 stuck in a Sidney story. So they got to break free. And I really do think that I would assume they see that as a possibility, because like you said, they're going to make 1,000 more of these things. It's just way too much money involved, you know, and it is one of those classic horror franchises that stood the test of time through decades. You know, there's only a handful of them that have done that. So we're going to get more movies. We just have to move on from Sidney.
I think Scream painted themselves in a corner from the beginning, though, right? Like, so like when Spyglass bought the rights, they should have just have done a fresh film, but they didn't. They wanted to basically recreate 96 and and go into the Hollywood trope at that time of the requel, where I think that they think a lot of these issues were their own doing. I think they kind of painted themselves into a corner, and then have just kind of continued to double down. Yeah. And it's like, again, it's like, now what, right? Like, where I just think their best chance to start something anew was to go, like, do you remember how fresh and exciting it was when we got the Scream movie, and we were getting Sam and Tara, and all of us were like, man, like what's gonna happen? Like it was just like it was like, man, like they're about to do something different. And like it was like, okay, yeah, the legacy characters are gonna be in it, but like, and it wasn't. They didn't do anything different. It was the same fucking thing. Like, and that's I think part of the problem is like we're not like they're not breaking new ground, but they keep pretending like they're going to, right? Oh, we're gonna kill Duke, the tone and establish things, and then we get Scream 6 and no one dies. It's like, why'd you kill Dewey?
Well,
like,
you know, I do want to get to a few more super chats that have come through. Guys, thank you so much for the support. Paul, my Ghostface prediction, just to be different, is that I believe Anna Camp is actually playing a character named Karen. And now that Sydney is the manager of a coffee shop, she's pissed off. She needs to talk to that manager. In fact, she wants to kill the manager. So that's what I think her motive is, and I think that would be awesome. Mr. Paul, thank you for the 2. Appreciate it. Erica's saying 84 viewers and 65 likes. Go hit that like button, baby. Make it happen. Thank you to everyone who's hanging out with us. Erica, thank you for the 2. Greatly appreciate you a ton. Did I just 6-7'd I made this dumb joke in a video, and I have not lived it down, guy. I have gotten so many comments. I always try to make the effort to make some sort of joke that kind of finds its way to come back around in videos. I try to lace that into my little scripts for my videos. And I did the dumb 6-7 joke, and I have gotten more comments about that than any of my gross, nasty. I ate a fucking piece of salami with peanut butter on it for a joke in a mid video. Not one comment about that, but I do this, and everyone freaks out. It's crazy.
Well, you know what the problem is my kids said we left 6-7 2025. That they don't do that no more. That 2026 means no more. So that's the problem. You're not hip with the times, Jake.
Wow.
You're still in 20. You're so 2000. Yeah. We're so 2000. Like that.
There it is.
Oh, dude, that aged me more than that aged you more than it aged me. Let's just say that. Oh man, yikes. No, I'm just fucking with you. But yeah.
Oh, my kids just told me they didn't age me.
I'm not the one who just quoted the Black Eyed Peas, bro. That's all I'm saying. No, I'm just kidding. I feel old just having this conversation, guys. My back hurts. My knees are aching.
6.
Wow.
7.
Oh wow! There we brought it back around, baby. I love it.
You lost your street cred.
I know. Lost it
Dude,
all.
As soon as I get off the stream, my kids are gonna be like, "Dad, we told you."
They're gonna be like, "We like told you."
Wow, way to embarrass us on the internet.
Jesus, Paul, thank you for the super chats, and it's all good about the autocorrect. Ghostface Killer is also throwing 5 out there, saying secret cameo predictions. I have a very strong guess. But Knight, I'll throw this to you first. We have rumor that there's going to be a secret cameo that has not been announced yet. A few people from behind the scenes stuff has kind of thrown this out. Do you have a prediction?
Oh man, I don't know, man. Skeet. I don't know. I'm at a loss, because again, and I will say this. I don't know if we were talking about this on Thursday or not, or maybe I was talking about it the other day, but I was talking about it with Sarah and Julie. I will give this project some credit because we're all over the place with this thing. We weren't like this for 6. I mean, we were, but not like this. I mean, like this thing could be like total dog water, as you guys say, in a sense. I mean, it still may be watchable and fun or whatever, but I just think that there's so much going on with it, but I kind of appreciate that, having the speculation that it's so far apart on the spectrum. So it's hard for me to even say who I think would be the cameo. I'll just say Skeet. I'll say Billy, and I could be absolutely wrong, but what about you?
It would be awesome if he's lying. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean,
straight to our faces.
I mean, why not? Why not? Why would he? Why not? Lie about it and then come on in and boom, we get that quick little moment. Who knows? I don't know.
I think his name is John Cena, and you won't even.
Jesus.
No,
you won't even see him in the movie. Yeah,
you won't even see him coming. You won't even know. No, I mean, look, the problem with the secret cameo is there's so many directions to go. It could be an old character, right? Like, what if they bring back? Why am I blanking on her name? What?
Angelina.
There you go. Thank you. I knew you. Yeah, no, Angelina. Like, what if they bring back Angelina? right? Like, and she's actually the killer at the end. Or, what if they, it could be a famous actress or actor or somebody like that, right? Like, I imagine the secret cameo is not like Jamie Lee Curtis or anybody like that, because we already know, so it wouldn't really be a secret, right? I think it could be Kirby, right? You could bring back Kirby because Kirby isn't greenlit for this movie yet. The problem is, it could be like the secret cameo could be Joel, right? Like, it could be a character from the past that comes back. It could be a character that is entirely new, but it's the actor or actress, right? It just like secret cameo doesn't really tell you. Is like secret cameo is a secret cameo somebody that is an actor or actress, or is it somebody that is a returning character? Like, that's the thing. Like, because those are two. I mean, if it's like a celebrity, I mean, you could name 1,000 of them and not get it right.
Yeah.
Or if it's somebody from the past, there's only so many it could be, unless you're doing like a flashback or something like that, right? Like, because there's only like a handful of characters that are alive or that kind of makes sense to potentially be alive. So that's kind of my guess.
It would be really funny if it was like Danny or something from Scream 6 and like no one cares. Like, no offense, to that actor, of course, but I'd just be like, okay, cool. I really, really, really believe it's Kirby. I have a strong feeling it's Kirby. I don't know if this is still going anywhere, but we know we saw in Production Weekly that there was some sort of Kirby spinoff. Potentially in the works. Why would they, if they wanted to do that, or if they had an idea of something they could do with Kirby, why would they not want to involve her in this new film, even for like a little cameo appearance, right? Like, is that so crazy to pitch?
No, that's not a bad idea at all. It would make sense. She's got a leg in, the franchise, and I'd love to see Hayden. Like, that would be the shit.
I would love that. I'd be happy to see her there, especially after 6 established that she's interested in Ghostface cases and, has only been at one of the 3 new Ghostface cases that we know of, right?
Why?
She needs to be in this one.
Also, why are you gonna have a Kirby spinoff and not even have Kirby in Scream 6? Like, it'd be.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
I can understand not being in the entire movie, but like, like, even if it's like Jennifer Love Hewitt and Brandy, and I know what you just at the end, Kirby knocks on the door and is like, Sid, we got shit to do. Like, like, even like that, like,
what an ending.
Oh shit.
Like, yeah, greatest movie of 2025. Let me tell you. Like,
what are you waiting for?
What are you waiting for?
Dude, I gotta admit, I'm not gonna lie because I love her so much. But when she said it, I didn't totally cringe. Okay, I was just like, yeah, we know.
It would have been better if she just like spun around. I was like, "What are you waiting for?" And then just stopped at him. Like,
right.
Honestly, she's the best part of that whole movie. Like, I mean that wholeheartedly. Everybody else, I don't know what they're doing, but she's trying, man. She's like, this has got to be good.
She was, man. She was given that like super disappointed type of look vibe going on. Like,
yeah.
What are you waiting for?
Yeah,
I'm like, hell yeah, you still got it.
You think that a couple times, like, what are you waiting for? What are you waiting for? What are you waiting for? You know what I mean? Like,
what are you waiting for?
Went through the
Oh
progression.
god.
Like, Jennifer, it's fine. Just say the line.
She's
like, no.
They let her down. I don't
know. Dude,
know.
Take 72.
I've loved Jennifer. I grew up with Jennifer Love Hewitt. I've loved her forever, man. Like,
She's amazing.
Heartbreakers, Jennifer Love
Right?
Hewitt. Let me stop. All right.
Yeah. Stop right there.
This
is a PG-13 channel.
This is
it? Is it a PG-13 channel? I just made it like, dude, I have a Stranger Things video coming out today, or tomorrow. It was supposed to come out tomorrow. That has a very R-rated joke in it. That's all I'm gonna say. A little teaser for tomorrow. Okay. There we go. But YouTube wants this to be a PG-13 channel. Let's just say that. But
they do.
I hope Jennifer Love Hewitt's the cameo in Scream 7 because I would love it to be someone we're just not expecting. I love Kirby, would love to see more of Detective Reed, but I kind of, to see something like that or like, Jamie Lee Curtis, obviously we brought up, and she's a huge part of Halloween. And if she was kind of in this franchise, I feel like just in and of itself, that would be a nod. Someone with a lot of star power like that, who is also kind of part of this weird little universe of different connected slasher films by tone or popularity, whatever. That'd be fun to see on screen. It's like you can't really do a crossover movie with Scream and something else, but you can have somebody popular from these other franchises join the cast.
What if it's Mark Kincaid and he just shows up at the end. Because remember,
Dude, that's so funny.
He couldn't do the movie. Patrick Dempsey couldn't do the movie because of his house. But
Right.
what if he just filmed a scene at the end and it's just like, like Mark Evan dies and he just shows up. He's like, "Hey, Sid," it's just like, damn,
Yeah.
that was my time. That's who it should have been from the beginning. Like, let's
Yep.
go.
We're just correcting things,
Yeah,
we're killing
course
off Joel
correction.
McHale.
Like Ryan Reynolds killing off all his characters in the Deadpool movie. You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
it's like Mark Kincaid just shows up, just takes out Mark Evans. Like, it's okay. I'm
jeez.
here. Like, what if they just like replace Patrick Dempsey, like Scream 8? Like, what if Mark Evans like lives and it's Joel McHale, but then we get to Scream 8 and just Patrick Dempsey's there, like, hey,
Oh,
Sid.
jeez.
Like they just pretend like it never happened.
Oh, man.
That was an alternate universe.
That's crazy. That's crazy, but I wouldn't mind at all. Ghostface Killer, though. Thank
I'm not
you.
gonna lie, I looked past it. Yeah.
I'd look past it. I'd be like, okay, cool. McDreamy's in there, baby. Let's go.
We righted the ship.
We righted the ship. Midney is gonna happen. Ghostface Killer, thank you so much for the 5. I really appreciate you a ton. Guys, before we sign off, I do want to ask final thoughts on the teaser trailer. Are we getting that this week? Anything regarding Scream 7 as we get very close to its release next month? Knight, I'll start with you, my friend.
Man, like I said, I'm just excited to see what this trailer is and get the hype going. I really think that so many people out there, the viewers, other content creators, obviously us, like we are like horny for this thing to come out.
We're horny, all right.
We are, bro. And it's like the timing is right there. We've got Primate coming out. This is the time to do it. I honestly would be so disappointed if we don't get it this week. I really do. Like I was saying to you on Thursday night, it's got to come out. And I hope that it is something that can reignite that fire and hopefully cause a lot of great conversation like the first trailer has.
100%. And Fate, I'll throw this to you as well. Final thoughts on Scream 7. Teaser coming this week, ? Your thoughts?
I think it'll release. Like we said in the beginning, it's a missed opportunity if they don't. And it's just like you have a Paramount film. Like, what other movie are you going to attach it to? What else are you going to attach it to? Now's probably the best time. I just really want the marketing to start ramping up. Really just want it to start picking up. It's been so lackluster and disappointing, right? Like, just get some. Like, I'm not saying you have to release something every day, but like,
right.
2 months out, it's or a month
Let's
and a
get
half
some character
out.
posters.
Like, let's get something, anything. Do we haven't even gotten like official character bios or posters or anything? Like, usually we get at least like some details and stuff, like some things. We haven't gotten anything. So I mean, it'd be nice. So I'm hoping this week is the beginning. I'm hoping we get the trailer Thursday, and then that snowballs into like a bunch of stuff.
Well, guys, us 3 horny dudes, we are really hoping for some Scream 7 updates this week. That would be great, Lindsay.
Stay hard.
Jesus Christ. Oh, wow.
It's R-rated now, baby.
It is.
Paul's also thrown in last 5 out there saying, if Jennifer Love Hewitt is the cameo so they can do a crossover movie, Scream, I Know What You Did Last Summer. Yes, I get a second I Know What You Did Last Summer movie. Loved the remake. Well, you know what, Paul? Everyone needs love. Even that silly movie. So I'm glad that you love it. I would love to see this. This would be fun. Who knows? Anything's possible, baby. So Paul, thank you for the 5. We're loving that. We're loving that love. We're loving the love for Jennifer Love. I think is what's going through my mind. So very good stuff, guys. So much love to you all. I have to sign off. I have a very hungry woman who needs her dinner. So I'm gonna take care of that. Make sure to subscribe to these other dudes here, the Night Watch Zone and Fate Decided. They're posting some really great content over there. So make sure you subscribe to all these fellas. Guys, as always, don't forget to kill it out there, y'all. Bye bye.
Peace.